Hello, my name is Maor, and today I'm going to give you the details of the 10-day process. But first, I would like to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer honestly. Are you completely satisfied with your spiritual development or where you are in life? Are you completely happy? Do you feel that you want more out of life? Are you satisfied with every aspect of your being? Do you have enough time for yourself? Do you really feel completely free, or do you feel that there is more that you want out of life? Because that is what the 10-day process is all about. Understanding more about ourselves, experiencing more, challenging ourselves, understanding that it's not just about food and our relationship with food, but understanding that when our relationship with food changes, our whole perspective of life changes with it. Would you like to be free from the daily dependency on food? Can you imagine being in a world where you're not really hungry and you're not really thirsty, and most of the energy comes from breathing or from energetic nourishment that you don't even have to practice on a day-to-day basis? Would you like to get 4 or 5 more hours every day because you will sleep less, your energetic centers will be aligned? It means that your energetic inner circle will be much wider than the regular one. Your chakras will be open. And once your chakras are open, you're actually being nourished from prana, which is an amazing experience. Would you like more time for yourself? What are you going to do with this time? How are you going to spend it? Have you ever complained that you don't have enough time? So after this, you're going to have 4 or 5 more hours, which is an amazing gift, an amazing gift. It's one of the gifts that I like the most. And the last thing is, would you like to be in your maximum potential health? Meaning, you cannot be any healthier than that, because what happens in our body is that when we eat, we also bring in toxins, and these toxins accumulate with time, and that brings out disease. But when you're a breatharian, when you eat so little, the body always has the time to clean itself. So ask yourself this simple question: do you want to give yourself this gift of being as healthy as you can ever be? No more headaches, less disease, always being with a lot of energy? It's a really, really, really deep question. And the answer will always be yes. Why? Because I love my body and I love myself. So I will give myself this gift. So I would like to introduce to you the 10-day process for breatharian initiation. During this process, we go through a gradual fasting, beginning with fruits, and then just juice, and then just water, and then 4 days of absolute fasting. During this time, our immune system is becoming much stronger, and I will explain much more during the process itself, because it's completely scientific. You can also read about the positive effects of long fastings, or what the effects of detox. Now, this process has the deepest detox available on the planet right now. During this detox, it's not only physical, it's also an emotional detox. It has to do with the water that is sustained in our body. And when we stop drinking water, the body uses that water. And with this water comes out also an emotional baggage. What this process gives us is health, intuition, connectedness, cleanness, energy. It gives us more time for ourselves. It saves us money, a lot of money. What this process gives us is the ultimate detox. It gives us a freedom from day-to-day dependency on food and on water. Because after the process, most people, most participants, just stop feeling hungry. They don't need as much. They need 10, 20%, and some can even take it to the next level. But I'm not teaching the next level, I'm just teaching that, because in the Western world, I saw that it's much easier to balance, not to try to reach the state of yogis or people who don't go without any food or water for months and months and months. I'm talking about the simple balance. Taking in a little bit, enjoying it, doing it for social reason, doing it with your family, doing it on holidays. The second thing it brings us is maximum health, sharpness, because once you don't eat as much, your body doesn't need as much energy, and all that energy goes into the consciousness, so you feel a little bit lighter, cleaner. If you have become vegan or vegetarian, then you understand that you're eating less and you actually have much more energy. It brings us maximum health, and it's a healing process. A lot of people, a lot of the participants say that after the process, if they had headaches before, after that they were either reduced or completely vanished. It straightens how we how we walk. It makes us breathe in a better way, the way that little children breathe, from the stomach and not from up here, which is the completely wrong way, but every mature person on the planet usually breathes the wrong way.
I just discovered about vegetarian lifestyle only like 2 months ago.
It's time. A lot of people are sick of the capitalist ways. They want to become more resourceful, they want to become more sustainable, they want to become more authentic, and they want to become more connected in communities. And I really feel that for some people it calls us, and for me it did.
You know, like, okay, I'm not in this alone, we're all in this together.
The group spirit is really strong, and Ray is the real deal. Like he really motivates the group in a powerful way. Biggest benefit, I think, is not necessarily to eat or not to eat, but what I found for myself is that this has like given me more creative freedom, and I feel like more creative energy inside myself. I have all these dreams and ambitions, and I know that I am the creator of my life. I know that I am the creator of my experience.
The meditations were wonderful. We had really nice workshops, like about manifestation, about all kinds of really nice things.
I met Ray. He's such a nice, authentic, normal guy. He's true, and I'm very intuitive in my gut. I connected completely.
He's somebody that is very spiritual on one hand, but then also like down to earth, and it's really easy to talk with him, and he's really connected with the group, and he senses like, you know, what's going on, and
I really feel like the 10-day process was a whole complete package where you get to learn how to cope in life and how to make the best of this. So it's not just a seminar and here you go, it's doing the process. And
the process strengthens our immune system. It teaches the body to work in a more efficient manner and thus enables life extension. If you read about caloric restriction protocols over on Google or on Wikipedia, you will see that there's been research done about mammals that have been reducing their caloric intake, and it extends their life by 30%. 30%, it means for every week of your life, you're getting 2 extra days. For every week, 2 more amazing days of life. I created the 10-day process because I myself went through different processes, different things like Vipassana. I did the 21-day breather initiation that was created in the 1980s, and that includes 3 weeks of complete separation, being by yourself, 3 weeks of fasting. The first week is without food and water, and I decided there's a lot of benefits, and I want to share this with the world. I want everyone to experience it and understand that it's a life-changing process. Every participant that went through it, so far more than 100, have said it's a life-changing process because you change your whole concept of reality when you understand that everything has been programmed into your body, and your body is an amazing machine that can live on very, very little bit, and the consciousness is the one that is actually nourishing the body. So I decided that I want to create something that is more social, that you have guides right here next to you. There's a guide or 2 guides in each process. If it's in Israel, in the Netherlands, in Spain, in the USA, everywhere in the world, there's always 1 or 2 guides, personal people there with you. It means that they're going to teach you the breathing exercises, teach you different workshops and classes during how to manifest better, how to work with abundance, leaving you the integration tips of how to integrate this type of lifestyle, because it's not easy for a lot of people to understand. And you learn a lot from the guides. Different guides have different characteristics, different physical bodies. Some of them are more spiritual, some of them are more emotional. I work as a mental guide, meaning I work on the belief system and showing the people how they can change their belief system and letting go of old habits, how to reset it. And that's exactly what the process does. It makes a big reset in our life. And after that we can choose to have different habits. After that we can choose, because it's way, way far beyond just food. So I decided to create a process that is social. It's not as expensive as the 21-day process. It takes only 10 days, so you only have to take 1 week off work. I decided to do it so the guides will be present and the person won't have to go through it alone, wondering how he's going to cope with it when he comes out of it. And I saw a lot of advantages. I learned from all the biggest masters, the Breatharian masters in the world, and there's not a lot. and I saw the benefits of every different process, and I went through different ones myself, and I saw and I put together the ultimate breathing initiation. And for whoever doesn't want to incorporate this into their life, they can do it just like a regular detox. And this detox has an amazing advantage of having the guides with you and having the workshops, having the guided meditations personally, and with the breathing exercises, and all the things that come with the retreat itself. One day of complete vipassana, another half day of retroactively remembrance and a specific process and exercise that helps us clean our karma, and many, many more benefits. All the details for the process are written down here in this page. The costs, the details, where we're going to do it, how long it's going to take, what we should bring with us, any questions, payment options, and if you think that the payment is too expensive, there's also you can do a payment plan, or you can just contact me personally. And don't forget one more thing. This is the only process in the world that the money is actually, you have a return of investment, meaning once you stop eating or you eat considerably less, you will see that you're saving hundreds of dollars, some people even 1,000 maybe, depending on your own activities and what you do with your money. But this is the type of process that most participants say return of investment within 3 or 4 months, and it's the only process in the world. So if you make a 6-month payment plan or a 12-month payment plan and you don't have the money right now, I completely understand. I completely understand, and we can be more flexible about it. But the whole idea here is not about the money. It's about consciousness enhancement. It is about the experience. It is about taking the human life and squeezing the most out of it, reaching your own full potential, breaking your own limitations, understanding that right now you look at it as if it was a dream, and when you will go with it and you will finish it, you will see, my God, it's for normal people. It's for everybody. Whoever wants to experience this can do it. It's not only for yogis that are sitting in some mountain in the Himalayas anymore. And that's the amazing thing about it, because I'm just like a normal person. And when I went through this, I became much more spiritual. I became less scientific. I became more heart-oriented, much more feminine. And this is what I want people to do it. I want people to open up. I want the frequency, to elevate the frequency of the human race. And I think this is what I'm supposed to do, because every time I do it, I'm more alive, and I'm more conscious, and I feel this jiggly feeling all over my body. And that's how I know I'm in alignment with my soul's path. So I would really recommend look, read, watch other people's videos, watch other Bidarians' videos, listen to the different testimonials that I will show you just in a second, and make up your own mind. Choose, see whatever countries there are, contact me personally, and I will give you the details of the next process in your proximity, in Europe or USA, maybe in Hawaii. We don't know yet. We are always opening up new ones. There are additional bonuses that come with the process itself. There's the bonus of a personal conversation with one of the guides before and after to see the integration, to see how you're doing. There's the bonus of remaining 3 weeks in the group that is meeting once a week to check up on everyone, to see how everybody is synchronizing right after the process. There's the bonus of receiving all of the details, the PowerPoint presentations, some of the workshops, links, and everything that we have learned during the process itself in the end. And other bonuses will be described below. Very important to know there's a warranty. If you register now, or you're in the early adapters phase, you will get a discount depending on the country of residence that you're in. Usually discount is around $150 or 150 euros. If you register, you have a full money back guaranteed if you decide to let it go about 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before, full money back, even if you paid just the registration fee. If you paid the whole fee, no problem. I don't want anyone to be there that doesn't want to be there. So once again, I would like to thank you for coming, and please feel free to ask me any questions. Read below. All the details are right here in this page. Namaste.